Wake up with the sunshine glow, besties chat in stereo. Life is wild, let's tell the tale. Everyday dreams set a sail. Coffee cups and morning grins, laughing about the little wins. Share the highs and all the lows, couldn't be more apropos. Tune in for the laughs we share, fun and stories everywhere. Besties talking loud and clear, everyday life we hold dear.
Welcome to Socially Unsocial.
I'm Patty.
And I'm Danielle.
And we're your hosts. We'll help you learn to be present and show up for the people you care about, both on and off the internet. We're your two besties on tap who will share our hilarious and hopefully insightful take on life and our love-hate relationship with social media.
We met slinging drinks at a sports bar nearly 20 years ago and hope to continue our conversations and connections, filling your cup one laugh at a time. Patty's married with 3 children in the suburbs, spinning you into your strength as a fitness instructor.
And Danielle's married and living in the city, selling your dream home as a real estate agent. Together, we're the ultimate duo who has seen it all, heard it all, and made fun of it all along the way.
Get ready for laughs, stories, and maybe a few aha moments that will leave you chewing on our audible appetizers until the next episode.
Whether you're here for the real talk, the real estate, or just our unreal friendship, you're in the right place. Nailed it.
Sweet.
I feel like we could have done it better, we wrote it ourselves.
So we're going to get down and dirty, question for question, be able to get inside our minds.
Did you write your questions down that you want to ask?
Yeah, in my head.
Okay, let me think. All right, do you want to go first? Okay, so basically we want to get to know our listeners and have you guys get to know us. So follow us on Instagram and Facebook, Socially Unsocial, and we will be posting some questions that we want you to answer and questions that we're going to answer right now.
Dirty truths. All right, Patty. If you can change one thing about your life at this exact moment, what would it be?
Where do I start? Let me think. I think the biggest thing would be feeling at peace, more at peace with where I'm at. I wouldn't change what I'm doing. I wouldn't change, who I'm doing it with, especially my podcast. I'm loving it. I would just want to be more at peace at the end of the day. And I don't think that comes from changing something big. Maybe just like being internally, like figuring out how to be fulfilled and grateful.
So making small changes to make sure that you can achieve that peace. So I guess at night you have to figure out what.
I don't even think it's like small changes. I think I just have to just be patient and just be like, okay, I'm where I'm at. And that's okay.
Oh, so
and
I
I'm
think
not
it's
at
more
the end yet.
Accepting how your day happened and how it landed and being more acceptable of that so you can feel peaceful about it.
Absolutely. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right, my question for you. Dun, 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 dun. It's always hard to say good things about yourself. So what is the thing about you that you feel like you can hang your hat on, like the thing that you are most proud of that you have either it comes naturally or that you've had to fight for? What are you most proud of about yourself as Danielle?
Ooh, good question.
Thank you so much. I just thought of it.
I think the thing that I'm happy with the most about me as a person that I don't really have any struggles with and probably haven't had many struggles with it in a very long time is I know that I am a good person and that I show up faithfully for the ones that I love. Even if you are mad at me or I'm mad at you and you call me and ask me to drop what I'm doing and come and help you do something because I love you and you're part of my world, I will do that. So I go to bed at night knowing that the people that I love know that I'm there for them.
That's beautiful. That's huge. It's huge to be able to be annoyed with someone, mad at someone, frustrated with someone, and still say, I don't care. I'm still going to answer that call. And, you know, even though they're putting us all through it or whatever the case is, like, you're there. That's not easy for a lot of people.
No, not at all. And believe me, I mean, there's times I don't want to answer my phone because I don't want to say yes, but I end up answering my phone. So,
Oh, that's great. I mean, you know, that's why we keep you around. That's why you have so many friends.
just
can't quit
using me. That was there. I'm obsessed with truffle. I don't know if
like
you know
the
that
taste.
about.
Yeah.
And
Well, yeah, I've seen your like post when you're like, oh, hey, I have all these bottles of different truffles. Something about Shark Tank. Didn't someone go on
yeah.
Shark Tank? You almost got me to buy truffles, but the thing's $14.99 a bottle. I'm like, listen, I need to save up for my Lululemon. I can't be doing truffle and food.
Yeah, so I have an addiction, so I'll try everything. Like the least favorite thing that I bought was truffle soy sauce. Like, don't recommend it. Like, just but you never know, right?
Never know till you try.
But there was this truffle dip at Aldi, so Missy went out and she's like, "I bought it for you, so it's at my house. Come and get it." And I was like, "Oh, okay, great." So I had to just stop there the other day. Oh, I brought her the peppers too.
Oh, nice.
And then I just like took the the dip and left. And then the next day I was eating it and I was like, I never even like offered her money. Like I feel terrible. So
Yeah.
I texted her. I was like, I'm so sorry. I'm such an asshole. Like I just took this dip and said thank you and then walked away and didn't ask you what I owe. She goes, you don't owe me anything. Just be my friend forever.
Oh, you're getting paid truffle. The way to your heart.
Yeah. So if you want to be my friend, I'm not accepting applications for any more right now,
I'm
but
booked.
you know the secret to my heart is truffles. Really anything food related.
Yeah. I love that.
So, okay, so speaking of food, let me be a lighthearted question. If you could only eat one food every day for the next month, what food would you pick?
Portillo's hot dogs.
Oh, you don't even have to think about
Not
it.
even- It's my go-to from when I was little. I'm such a picky eater, but that is the way to my heart.
Oh,
Portillo's.
Like Portillo's hot dog or Portillo's in general?
Oh, got it. No, I wouldn't be as excited if you showed up with Italian beef. I'd be like, okay, great.
Okay.
Or like, God forbid, the Brunelli's pasta section. No thanks.
Okay.
Just the Portillo's hot. Yeah, if you showed up. Wait, actually, do you remember at my wedding? My dad showed up in between the ceremony and the reception with Portillo's for everyone, and I was like, now it's the best day of my life.
Oh yeah. That's what they're doing now. Like how they used to do Gene and Dudes. They're doing like the Portillo's cheese fountains for like the midnight snacks.
I want that just in my house,
Right.
just set up all the time. The cheese fountain. Remember when you did it in bulk? You and
Oh,
Jay bought Portillo's cheese, and you like brought it on vacation when we went to Wisconsin for the weekend. And we were like, genius.
You can only buy it in the giant size, like restaurant size containers. So it's like, how do you you have to buy 6 of them.
Oh my God, in your closet, it's just like can upon can upon can. How long did it take you to go through your bulk stock?
I'm surprisingly not long. I feel like I just like brought it to like every party, and then rationed it, like put it in mason jars.
Danielle and Jay, they're cheesy.
I really didn't want to invite them this time, but they were going to bring the Portillo's cheese. So
hook, line, and sinker. What's the weirdest thing that you put the cheese on?
My finger, and just ate it off my finger.
Like a pickle or something. You didn't...
No, I've never been pregnant.
You made a good point.
But I'm sure I'm not alone. I feel like when everyone gets to the end of the cheese, when you're out of fries, then you still have the cheese in the cup. Like you can't just let it go to waste. So like you're dipping your burger, your hot dog in there, and then there's probably still some left, and you have to eat the rest.
I know, you can't let it go to waste. I looked at Mike, we got Portillo's last week, and afterward I looked at him, I go, I'm at the age where I'm about to ask you if we should save the cheese for like leftovers for like the next time. But I ended up throwing it away because I was like, you know what? I'm just throwing it away.
That's good.
I feel good about that.
That was
now.
a proud adult.
Yeah, right? All right, question for you. What do you think is the worst quality? I'm scared to ask. What do you think is the worst quality about an adult's like guy, girl, whatever, just like a grown adult, what is your biggest pet peeve quality to have? So I guess not a pet peeve, just like what's the worst quality?
I feel like this is like a hard question because I want to say the answer is delusion, but delusional people don't know they're delusional. So I will back that up with my biggest pet peeve, as people are adults that are responsible for themselves, and most of them are role models for little people, is that they will be constantly complaining about the same thing over and over and over without making a change.
Yeah.
And I know changes are hard, but sometimes it's just the littlest things. Like, I don't have enough time in my day to do this. Okay, yes, sometimes I feel that way, but figure out where you can find the time to do the things you want to do. Or again, just reflect every night and figure out what you didn't like about yourself and just make those small changes. Because who wants to hear about someone complaining over the same thing constantly? It gets frustrating because as a friend or as a family member, I feel like that's when you start tuning out and you start losing your people. Because how many times do you want to hear me complain that I'm fat, but then I never go to the gym and I constantly shove down Portillo's cheese fries? Like, you just have to figure out how to make the right decisions. And that's, I think, the biggest thing that bothers me about adults, because like, the world is our oyster. We can do anything we want to do.
Yeah, I feel like you're the rare person that actually like takes action. It's a lot harder for a lot of people to take action, and it's easier to complain, and maybe that's that first step, and then people get stuck there because they're too afraid to take action. But they've admitted they have a problem and they feel good about themselves because they're admitting it and they're saying they want to change, and then but there's no beyond that. There's no like, oh, but I'm going to take this step to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's a really annoying quality for sure.
Okay. Patty. Besides Disney, where else would be your favorite place to vacation?
I would love to go to Europe. I would love to go and like just the history and all of that. Like, I just want my kids to see it. I want to go to Venice. I want them to see the gondolas. And I've never even been to Europe with Mike as, married couple or ever, the two of us. So that, but a Disney cruise to Europe, through Europe. That's like
Double whammy, the best of both worlds.
exactly. Bucket list.
See?
Mickey ears all day long.
Put it on your vision board.
All right, question for you. Should this be our last wrap-up question?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm trying to think if which question I want to do. I should have Googled.
I just
Question.
right now.
Good questions to ask your friend to get to know them.
Oh,
What do you got?
What do you wish you did? What do you wish you do more of?
Can I ask you that?
No.
What? No, it's my turn.
I always care.
What do I wish I would do more of?
Yeah.
I wish that I would laugh more with like the people that I really care about. I feel like our days are so busy. And I mean, even today, like I already have, okay, the kids come home, then they have soccer, and then my husband's doing this, and then we're doing this. And, I just kind of want to like make more time and to just have fun with it. I've heard recently that kids grow up with like anxiety more because they're constantly rushed. So it's like, how do I take out the rush and just be more fun? Because life without laughter is really mundane.
Pointless.
Yeah.
People who don't laugh are boring. People who don't find us funny are boring.
How many? Oh, okay, this is a good question. How many times, minus the editing aspect, how many times did you listen to our first podcast?
Oh.
Above more than 5? Like all the way through, more than 5?
Oh,
Less than 5.
Less than 5.
Oh.
I feel like I said, I feel like I'm like I had a disservice because I keep listening to it to edit it and then I stop it over. So like I stop it and then end it. So I feel like I listen to the beginning more, and then once I feel like that's safe, then I start listening it over from like the beginning. So I don't think I think I only listened to it like fully through twice,
Nice.
but then through. I think partially is like, like celebrities, like some celebrities won't like watch their movie after it's done because they don't like watching them on film.
Yes.
So I think it might be that like until I get used to my voice,
So do you
like
feel
I just
like
don't think I have a great voice.
yeah, you haven't gotten feedback about how great your voice is? I've gotten feedback about your voice.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Like the voice of an angel?
Like, oh, your guys' voices are really, really good over the mic, and Danielle's voice is like really sexy voice.
Ooh,
No one slid
I
into
think you're
your
just
DMs?
blowing smoke up my ass. You're just trying to get me
It was-
to not quit
it
this
was Jay.
podcast.
It was Jay.
He does earmuffs.
He's like, I can't take it anymore.
Yeah.
Heard your voice too much.
I don't even know if he listened today.
Not yet? Is he going to be our next listener?
I don't, well, it probably won't be till tomorrow because he only listens when he's on the stair climber.
And he only stair climbs on Tuesdays?
Well, I don't think he went to the gym today.
Oh.
So he usually will go to the gym and then work out in the basement. But he has to he has like his system in place.
Nice. I don't have a system.
No,
I watched Inside Out too. I'm literally the anxiety person with like the things coming out of her hair.
Oh, you watched it?
Kind of watched it, like half watched
Oh,
it.
okay.
Joseph has watched it like 3 times through.
I probably would be a lot of anger. Is there like no patience? That's not when I
No,
was.
there's not patience. Let alone one that's called no patience.
Patience is an emotion. That's the other
Patience
thing.
is a virtue. We don't know because we don't have it.
The downside of being a solo agent is when you're not like feeling the greatest and you have to like go and see clients,
Mhm.
So luckily one of them got canceled at my first one at 10. So I was like, okay, good. So I only had 2 appointments. But as I'm driving, Sunday drivers are the worst drivers. So everyone is like, they have all the time in the world and they're just slowly, like, as if they're like looking at a parade and going so slow. And unfortunately, I am very sad to confess this, but I feel like I cut off a lot of old people yesterday just because I just needed to get home.
Okay, so I think that's totally fine. Are you the type of that when you're finally passing that person, do you stare them down as you pass them?
Yes, but not as bad as Jay because I am afraid, especially it's city driving, like people have guns and they're going to shoot me.
Yeah. No, I've always been scared to be like a road rager because God forbid that other person is going to attack me, or when we get stuck in a stoplight and they got their
It's
car.
uncomfortable.
Yeah, no, I try to keep my peace. One time though, I must say things like, what a jerk or whatever I say, probably swears. But my son, my 3-year-old, over the summer would say, "Mom, they didn't do anything to you. No, they're not doing anything to you." And then I kind of put it into perspective, like, you know what? Are they really affecting my life that badly? So then I was like, all right, cool. Like, thanks, 3-year-old, for teaching me to get a little patience on the road.
Yeah, but then I think, do you think that the people that do get stared down, do you think they learn a lesson?
I think that they're, like you said, looking at a parade. They're just like taking in the scenery. They're not going to notice me flicking them off in the next car or staring them down. Or I like to drive and like throw my hand up, like, "Are you okay?"
Maybe we should just make flags and then there's like words on them like go faster, get out of the left lane, get off your phone, do the speed limit. So then people are more aware of it.
My favorite is when you can tell that people are like looking up like directions on their phone or their GPS. And I'm just like, pull over.
Thank you.
Pull over to the side of the road. Why is like your lack of knowing where you're going or how to work a GPS? How is that my problem?
Yeah.
Because now it's my problem.
Yeah. Especially when you're on a 1-lane street.
Yeah.
That's like the last anchor of my drive home is one way. There's one street in and one street out.
That's brutal.
So then you can't even get around them because it's like parked cars.
Oh,
and then it's street light after street light. So like when you're just like really itching to be home,
do you honk your horn?
that's when you rage. I feel like I honk my horn more than the average person.
I do the tiny little beep, like, and I literally will wait at a stoplight for like 15 seconds too long, and then I'll be like, oh my god, they're still not going. Beep, beep, beep.
So your honk is almost like that girl mistakenly hit it as she turned around to get something out of her back seat. It wasn't like she's really telling me to get the hell out of
Yeah,
my
it's
way.
just like a hey there, you'll wait up there.
Is it okay if you actually start moving so the rest of us can get
Yeah.
on with our day?
Yeah. God forbid. I don't know who's got a gun in the suburbs. Who's going to attack me at the side of the road? I got kids in the car.
Oh, well, I think we learned a little bit. I feel like Patty is definitely a little bit more patient and subtle and nicer than I am.
I don't know that my family won't agree, but yeah, I like that. I like that about your takeaway. Thank you. So
Yeah,
much.
that's my takeaway. Yeah. The nice suburban mom, putting her kids' safety in front of her rage.
My takeaway today is to act on the things I want to see changed.
Good.
Take some action.
Action.
Just do it, folks.
Just do it. Just do it. All right. Well, we enjoyed you guys listening and getting to know us on this little quick audio tune-up that turned into
A fun little hangout.
an intimate time. So we're gonna keep being us, so you can keep being you.
Yay! See you guys next time.
Wake up with the sunshine glow, besties chat in stereo. Life is wild, let's tell the tale. Everyday dreams set a sail. Coffee cups and morning grins, laughing about the little wins. Share the highs and all the lows, couldn't be more apropos. Tune in for the laughs we share, fun and stories everywhere. Besties talking loud and clear, everyday life we hold dear.